Yeah, hi. Good morning to everyone. So let's start our session now. Okay. So as part of our yesterday session, yeah, sorry. Okay. So as part of our yesterday session, we started. we understood discussion about types of inheritance, like how Java is supporting inheritance and how many ways it is supporting, how it is. As part of the inheritance, what are the rules applicable? How we are accessing one class properties into another class properties with respect to different types of inheritance we understood. So on your overall, whenever you applied a inheritance in between two classes, so that means it comes under the single level inheritance. And whenever you made a relationship like this kind of level in multiple inheritance, like multi-level inheritance means one already two classes are in inheritance and again one more class inherited one of them, then that means like C class point of view, then it comes under the multi-level. So what is the advantage of multi-level? Here it is. So what multi-level is saying is, however B is able to access the A class properties, similarly C can access its parent as well as C can access its superclass properties. So C can access directly its superclass as well as C can access its superclass methods also. Similarly, if A is having any other class, even C can access that one also. So that means in a child to superclass hierarchy point of view or child to parent class hierarchy point of view, so the number of higher level point of view, how many parents are there? So C can access all those. Similarly, D also, D can access C1, C can, as well as B, as well as A methods. So this is how the Java design the inheritance concept. But it's not like parent can access child properties. B cannot access C properties. So that means there is no possibility of accessibility, like you are going to access the properties of child class from the parent class directly. No, it's not allowed. Okay. So it's only about child to parent but not parent to child. So that is what we discussed in the multi-level inheritance. And after that we understood, yeah, so this is how the multi-level inheritance will happen with respect to syntax point of view and everything. And we understood when it comes to the D class level how many methods you can access and all. We will see a good example now. Right now we will see. Now, hierarchical inheritance, I explained the third one. So, hierarchy means here what will happen? One class is will have multiple child classes. So, in this case, you are maintaining multi-level means you are maintaining a relationship in between more than one class, more than two classes, and that too you are maintaining in this way. But here, what's happening? One class is having many child classes. So, like B is a child class, C is a child class, D is a child class for A class. So hierarchy point of view, so B, C, D, these three classes are child for the A class. So this is what called as hierarchy point of. So as part of hierarchy, when you defined again few other layers also, then it's nothing but involving single level inheritance. Sometimes if your child, C is extended with X, then that means it's multi-level also. So it's all combination again. So whenever you implemented multiple classes based on your requirement, so there might be a chance of achieving again multi-level inheritance also as part of the hierarchical. So but as part of a hierarchical, you already have a single level inheritance. Without single level inheritance, there is no inheritance. So by default, single level will be there everywhere. After that, we understood multiple inheritance. In general, multiple inheritance is not supported by Java classes, but supported by Java interfaces. So what is the point of multiple inheritance? Here it is. A child is having more than one parent is called as multiple inheritance. Multiple means multiple parents. So that's why they given the name multiple parents. So a child is trying to make more than one parent. So now in this case, C is the class. So C extended from A. Okay, that's fine. So one parent as well as C extending from the B also. So that means more than one parent class, like this extends a comma b. So it's not allowed in the Java. So that means at compile time itself, when you are trying to make two parents, then compiler itself will say it's not allowed in Java like that. But it is allowed in C++. That's why in Java specifically it's not allowed. The reason is it's all to avoid the ambiguity problems in between method names or method signatures. So the point here it is, for example, until and unless you don't have common method names in the both parent classes, C doesn't have any problem. But assume C point of view A comma B are parents and M1 is existed in the A class, even B class also. Now from the C1 I am calling the M1 method. So now which method has to be executed? Is it from A or is it from the B? So there is a confusion, there is a ambiguity. So there is a, I mean, it's not a straightforward decision. So that means it's an ambiguity. So in C++ you have some remedies to make sure even same method is available in the parent class level. There are some solution they provided. So by using that solution, even you can specify, you will specify which parent method you have to call all that and all. But instead of that, what Java is doing is, instead of providing all those kind of solutions and all, Java simply stopping the multiple inheritance itself. So it's saying like, first of all, I will not allow you to make more than one parent at a time. So one class will have always only one parent, not more than one parent class like that. Simply Java is not at all allowing the multiple inheritance itself. So that means it's at development time itself, it's not allowing. Then leave about the execution. So the reason is, while execution, these are all challenges available with respect to common method signatures in between multiple methods, multiple parents level. So that's why it is not allowed in the Java language. But the same thing is available, supported in the inheritance level. So what is interfaces? Multiple inheritance is supported by interfaces. So what are interfaces and all? Probably we will see very soon, maybe today or maybe tomorrow onwards. The interfaces will start based on our time today. Okay. So that's all about overview of inheritance. Now let's make an example by covering all these data, all these types like single level, multi-level, and as well as hierarchical, and as well as let's try to do multiple inheritance also, and we'll take a good example and we'll finish the inheritance topic. So the same inheritance topic will come in abstraction polymorphism also, guys. So that's why it's more important. Let's see here. Okay. So yesterday, as part of example, what we did is, after discussing all these things, we taken an example like I want to support payment options like net banking option, debit card, credit card, UPI payment. So in such a way, what I thought is I want to make sure different payment option at different classes level, and based on the, for example, tomorrow a class XYZ came. So in XYZ, I want to give only three payment options so that I can provide a class that will support only three payment options. Some other class like ABC class level, I want only one payment option. So then I can provide a class so that will support only one class. So like that, I want to segregate the things of payment options, and at the same time, for example, assume if you don't have inheritance relationship, what will happen in this case is total four classes you designed for UPI payment, credit card payment, debit card payment, and net banking payment. Then any other class wants four payment options inside that. Then you have to use four classes individually when you don't maintain the inheritance. But in this case, what you are doing, you are not using four classes individually. You are simply using whatever the latest child. Okay, so that level that you are taking here simply, so that means in place of four class you are taking only one class, and that is you are taking this class. So automatically this class is capable of inheriting, this class is capable of executing four functionalities from four different classes. Why? Because it's this is in the relationship of inheritance with payment tree. So that means it can execute its methods as well as its parent methods also. Similarly, payment 3 is having relationship with payment 2. So that means payment 4 can access not only pay I mean, its direct parent is this way. That's why it is access. But again, its parent superclass is having one more superclass. So that's the reason payment 4 can access payment 2 also. Now payment 2 is having relationship with payment 1. So that means now payment 4 is eligible to access payment 1 methods also. So that means if I given this class to them, what will happen? They can access third class, payment 2, payment 3, payment 1 also. If I given third class details to someone else, I mean some other class, if I define third class, so then it can support credit card, debit card, net banking. Like, okay, so its own methods as well as second payment 2, payment 1 also. So like that you are maintaining the segregation, and you are based on the requirement point of view, you are accessing that class and you are getting only that specific functionality into your application, into your specific class level instead of everything. And you are maintaining everything via one class only. Only one class. Now that's what I said. If there is no inheritance, what will happen? These are all no inheritance. Now in this case, if I given payment 4 class to MNC class, then what will happen? It will support only UPI payment. It will support only UPI payment, but MNC class want 4 types of payments. Then what you have to do? Then again you have to take second class, payment 3. So create object for this, create object for this, create object for this, create object. Total 4 classes you will use and 4 objects you will create. And whenever you want to make sure net banking payment, net banking option, then what you have to do is the first class object you created, based on that you will call this method. Similarly, if you want credit card, second class object and then its method. Like that 4 objects, like that you have to maintain 4 different classes and all. But if you are maintaining the inheritance relation, these are all things you are simplified in a way. Like if you are creating only one object for the class called as payment 4, then automatically it's up to your choice whether you will use UPI payment. You can access UPI, you can access credit card, you can access debit card, you can access net banking. All functionalities you can access by using this single class based on your requirement point of view. So that is how you can ensure the execution of the logic as well as reusability of the logic from one class to another class by using inheritance point of view. So let's implement this and then we will move to the next topic. It is involved everywhere going further. Inheritance is going to be involved at every step going onwards, in every topic. That's why I'm taking this much time. com.dilip.it inheritance something. Just make sure the good package names always, and good class names also, variable names, method names. Follow the naming conventions. So I'll give something first one, payment option 1, payment 1. So payment 1 means payment option 1. So I'll take like class name like that. Okay, so now I'm just making, I can define any number of methods, guys. It's not like only one method. If you define 4 methods, then its child class can access all the 4 methods by the child class. So imagine like that. So you can write n number of methods, and those are all methods are accessible by its child class. But as an example point of view, we are taking only one. So public, and I'm making string, like we based on the requirement discussion only will take. So net banking payment. So here assume you are collecting all the details like his net banking username, password, something like that, sort of. Okay, sorry. If you want, you can make sure a real-time application point of view also. Scanner, taking output from the keyboard also, input from the keyboard also, right? New scanner. So these are all we discussed. So you can take like string user ID. So enter your user ID, something like that. And then yeah, I'm writing a one perfect example. So by including all the things, let's see here. No problem. Please enter your net banking username. And then, so you will enter username. So that will come here, username. And similarly, I'll ask, please enter your net banking password. Then password. Okay, so then assume you are having a lot of logic here. I'm not writing everything like comparison. Tomorrow, once you are learning the database and checking this username password available in our database or not, if available, then you will say like, okay, then you will. So if username and password is available, then you will check balance. So even your balance is also available. So whatever the based on the payment amount, then okay, you will check the balance. If balance is existed, then you will go for the payment. So then you will go for the payment. So this logic and all generally we will write in a real-time oriented. If you want, you can implement all these things in a big story point of view. So once you know the database, then also you can implement all these solutions. Okay, fine. Now after that, in case database level, the combination is not available, then you will select invalid credentials. So this is how invalid credentials. So simply you will send a message like, sorry, payment is failed. The reason is invalid credentials. So payment failed, like that. So now that is what. Even credentials are good, but payment is not there. So credentials are good, but check the balance. Balance, very low balance you have. Then also what will happen? Low balance point of view also. Then you will say like payment failed again. Insufficient funds. You have to send this message. Sorry, insufficient funds, like that. Okay, so this is how all the scenarios we have to cover when you are executing the examples point of view in a real time point of view also. So you can remember these examples once you know these JDBC concepts and all. Then by using JDBC, same example you can rewrite by interacting with the database, by taking username, password, and everything. By interacting with database, you can check all these things and you can do all these things. Just I'm telling in future point of view, but right now I'm not taking that all these things. So simply I'm saying like payment success. Okay, payment success, thanks, visit again, something like that. Whatever it is, I'm writing. But you can write if else conditions point of view, if like that, all these details based on the thing. Okay, so this is how assume I implemented a good big functionality with respect to net banking by including all this database communication, checking balance, available, not available, all these details like that. Now this is all payment one class. Similarly, you may have so many methods here also. It's not like only one method you can define as part of the class. So you may have one more method also here. So what and all other options, maybe this class is having this functionality is having something like that. Okay, so now if I'm creating second class, payment to two as per our as per our discussion or requirement point of view, I'm taking. So payment two is going to support debit card payment, right? Yeah. So go to payment two. What I'm doing, I will make like debit card payment, something like that. And then I will ask, please enter your card number. Then enters the card number. and then you will ask please enter your that CVV number, something like that. So then you can take integer CVV. So next integer. So these are all okay. So then you will get card number and CVV. Even you can take that format also, like expiry month and year. Please enter your expiry month and year in a format of mm/yy, like that. Then he will enter that also. So I can take string expiry data. So I can take next value. So like this, I taken data. So then sys out of payment completed, and yeah, payment completed, something like that. You can do some message, and here also payment completed, like that. Thanks, visit again by debit card. So what you will do in this case also, you will take all the banking point of view, I'm telling you. So so you will do all these things in the payment in the Swiggy, Zomato, Amazon, Flipkart, right? So they will ask always these three details. So once you collected these three details, what you will do? So as part of that bank database, they will send your details to respective bank. So then bank will respond, yes, this details available in my database, and let ask him to proceed with the further step. Then immediately what you will check is if data is available, then you will check, okay, he is trying to do payment for 40,000. Really he is having 40,000 balance or not, like they will connect with the bank database. Then bank database will say, yes, he is having lot of amount in his account, like more than 40,000 he is having. So let's proceed with the payment. So then you will proceed with the payment, and then your bank balance will be deducted with 40,000, and finally it will give information like, yes, payment is deducted successfully, let's proceed with the other process. Then you will get like payment completed, all these things. Assume this wrong data you given, CVV is wrong. Then based on the database check level, you will CVV is wrong, then you will get like payment failed method. When you given wrong details, then what will happen, guys? Your payment is going to be failed. So then you will also select payment failed, please try one more time, something like that. So that kind of logic you can implement here in future also. So note down all these things. Why I am saying is DV means tomorrow when you are learning the JDBC or advanced Java after some point of time, then you can revisit these examples. You can take same examples, and by using data here you can involve the database. So that is how the things will happen in every company. So that's how I just made here. Similarly, I'll make second one also, payment 1, payment 3 class, debit card. So completed, right? Similarly, credit card point of view, it's better to take this class. I'm just reusing the classes. You don't do that, because to save time, I'm not typing manually. But whenever you're doing, you don't do all these things, copy paste. You type, you can do everything manually only. So please enter your credit card number, something like that. Then enter your CVV, enter your expiry information, payment completed by credit card. So again, all these checks will happen. Based on that, you will take a decision whether payment failed or not. But in our case, we are simply taking payment completed. Thanks, visit again. Sorry. Now, similarly, see, as of now, you are observing or not, I'm not maintaining any inheritance relationship. So first we will see without inheritance, if I want to access all these options into other classes level, what are the challenges you are facing? Then we will apply the inheritance point of view. Yeah. Now payment UPI payment point of view, payment for option. So you defined all the functionality here. Okay. So here you will just maybe generally you will ask this scanner scanning the code, then you will get some UPI IDs, whatever it is, or I can just like scan the scanner, something like that. Or sometimes then you will get some UPI ID into that. So what is that UPI ID means? Or else I can do like this. Please enter UPI ID because we don't have any front end knowledge right now here. That's why. Please enter UPI ID. So you will have everyone will have UPI IDs. So when phone pay all these things point of view. So UPI ID. Then I'll take all these things. Then also in this case also what you will do? Same thing you will apply. By using that UPI ID, you will check with the database this UPI ID is available or not. Then bank will say like yes available. Associated to this, what is the account number? Okay, then based on that account number, you will ask the bank. So this account is existed or not? Existed. Balance is available or not? Available. So then you will go for the payment. If balance is not available, then you will get insufficient funds. Payment is failed. Something like that. So again, you can implement all this logic also. So now in this case also, I'm writing payment completed by UPI option, something whatever it is. So then the payment completed, thanks, visit again, order more, something like that. So let me write this option in the here also. Okay, so now see here, total 4, I have solutions for every payment option. Now a class, now Flipkart company came and they are asking, assume, see, this is what the advantages guys. So what I'm trying to say here it is, when you observe Flipkart payments, Amazon payments and all, you will have some gateways, net payment, Paytm gateway, Razor Pay gateway, Phone Pay gateway. So something like that, you will have some third party gateways point of view. In such a way, just think like that. That's why I used to tell you every time when you are learning programming now onwards, you have to, whenever you are using anything on your computer or mobile, when you are making payments, when you are logging into Gmail, when you are logging into Facebook, Instagram, when you are uploading the images, when you are making the uploading the reel, when you are uploading your profile pictures, think as a developer point of view. So that will give a lot of knowledge. So blindly, it's not like a uneducated person, however he is using the Instagram or he is making the payment in a by-hearting manner. Don't do that. As a programmer point of view, think. For example, you're ordering food from the Swiggy app. So when you're ordering, you will add the products to cart. So then it will show the number of items, how many you are added. So then think in a developer point of view also. Okay, what kind of logic these guys are written. So then how it is incrementing the cart number. I mean the number of items you added. So then immediately what it will do, it will do the updated balance also. So balance, sorry, updated amount. Whenever you added one more product to the cart, one more food item, immediately your payment amount will be increased. So that means when you did one action here, add to cart, immediately payment is also updating. So that means you have to think such a way. Okay, cart counter is incremented. If counter count value is incremented, cart count is incremented, then do the increment of whatever the latest item they added, take that amount and add it to the payment amount. So such a way you have to think as a developer going onwards. As a developer point of view think, then you will get a lot of things automatically. So it's not about training, it's not about teaching, making you real time expert. It's all about your interest, it's all about your knowledge, how you are monitoring the things in your real life, how you are understanding the things when you are using any software applications. So I'm telling you frankly, when we are learning the Java, we don't have any mobiles also in our hands. We don't have even YouTube also at that time. I mean, YouTube is there, but I mean, at that time, internet is very precious. So 1 GB, 200 rupees, 2 GB, 300 rupees, like that. So that means it's not possible at that time what to do, what not to do. We don't know. We don't have many options at that time. But today you are having so many options. So why I'm trying to say is that's what. Just think, imagine yourself as a software developer. Imagine yourself as a software implementer. And whenever you are using any application, so every day we will use Instagram. Every day we will use post Facebook or maybe Gmail, or we will use Swiggy or Instagram, Flipkart, Amazon, all these things. So when you think Flipkart, Amazon, Swiggy, Zomato, in Zomato you are buying the food. In Flipkart you are buying some products. But ultimately functionality is common. Like adding to the cart, updating the payment options, making the payment. Functionality wise everything is same. Only thing is Zomato is delivering food, Flipkart is delivering the products. But when it comes to Java development point of view, you're thinking as a developer point of view, you're thinking functionality is same. There also you will have user registrations. There also same option. There also they will maintain same cart, add to cart. So whatever the products you are added in the Flipkart, like add this laptop, add this mobile. So then based on that your amount will be updated. If it is Zomato application, add this biryani. So I want two biryanis. I want four so and so sweet types, like that. If you are doing, then also same thing will happen, right? So such a way you have to think. And whenever you are going to the payment option also, sometimes you will see Razor payment, okay, payment Paytm gateway. So like that you are having so many other gateways also nowadays. I think recently PhonePe also launched their payment gateway. So, and I'm telling you, you have to be familiar with tech news also when you want to make your career strong in the tech IT industry. So nowadays payment for PhonePe also came up with their own payment gateway. So that means going further, whenever you are making the payments, it's not regular PhonePe I'm saying, gateway. So that gateway means, like if you see, I mean, why I'm just saying all these things is I'm educating you guys. Instead of regular Java training, I would like to educate you in other ways. So Raspberry Pi payment gateway. So that means what these guys will do, they'll make a layer, and by using that layer, you can integrate your websites to those payment options. See here, like this. They will give you all the solutions in single place. So like that, payment gateways will be Raspberry Pi is the gateway. Similarly, now with the same concept, PhonePe also came. Already Paytm gateway is there. So like that, different companies are having different types of gateways. So those gateways generally people will use in their Flipkart, Amazon, all these things level. So just make sure this kind of knowledge when you are implementing, when you are using the applications, just think in such a way you will get the good knowledge. That's what my idea here it is. Okay, now assume Flipkart came and they want to Flipkart application want to support, okay, net banking and as well as credit card, like that. So they want to support all the options. Like let's take like this. Let's Flipkart want to support all four options. Then what in the same application you will try to say is, okay, then please I have solutions for all the classes, all the options. Like you have to make sure creating object for each and every individual class. Why? There is no inheritance relation. If you don't have with inheritance relation, what is the challenge here? It is you have to create object for each and every class. Payment option 4. Okay, then similarly payment option 1, like that. You will make all the options equal to new. Something like that you have to make object for every class. So when you are made object for the payment 4, that means you can do only credit card payment with this class. Similarly, but I want all these solutions like payment 1. So like that. So then what you have to do, debit card payment. Okay, this I will change it. Sorry, UPI payment, something like that, method name. So yeah, we made all the things right. So let's see here. So like that, four objects you have to create. and then you will call based on the payment option. You will select that class and you will call that method, and whatever you want to do it. But now here, see here, I don't want to make these many number of objects and all, but I have a reusability with respect to one class can access other things point of view. So such a way, first I made this as a base class. Assume this is the base functionality. Every where this payment option is available, that's why I made it as a base. And then payment to extends payment one. So now at payment one. Similarly, payment to 3 extends payment 4. Sorry, extends payment 2. So now similarly, payment 4 extends payment 3. Payment 3. So with this one inheritance relationship, now when it comes to Flipkart, you don't need to create 4 objects. Just create one object for the payment 4. Then automatically you will get accessibility for every other things. All payments equal to new payment 4. Okay, so all payments like that. Now based on the user selection, you will say like you will execute only that method. For example, see here, I am making a good example. So now you're asking Flipkart level. Flipkart is asking, please select which option for payment. Then you are displaying an options like option number 1, net banking. Option number 2, debit card. Option number 3, credit card. Option number 4, UPI. Okay, so like this you will just display the option. Now user will enter a number. So I want to go with credit card payment, UPI payment, something like that. Then based on that, the method should be executed from this classes point of view. So how will you make sure? So scanner equal to new scanner. I don't know how many people are using the scanner option in your when you're practicing. I already told you don't take when you are assigning some values, don't assign directly in the programming. Take always from the keyboard dynamically. So please follow that practice also. System dot in, that means input you are providing. Then scanner dot in scanner int payment option equal to scanner dot next int. So that means he will enter a integer value 1 or 2 3 based on that. So then you will get a value into this. If payment option 1 equal to 1 value, then what you will do guys, all payments dot, he selected net banking, so then net banking payment. So else people will ask like provide the real-time examples. When we are making this kind of examples in the classroom, they will listen and they will not practice. But students will expect many, but they will not follow when we started providing the things. Okay, so see here, I given payment option equal to 2. Then all payments dot net banking. So sorry, payment option. He selected debit card, right? So based on that, I want to call only debit card payment. In case else, if then payment option equal to 3. Then all payments dot Credit card payment. Yes. Then else if you can take switch statement also in this case. So you can rewrite same example with switch. What is that switch? Switch statement you can do. So you will take switch value here, right? You can take that payment option. Case, payment case, something you can write case 1. Then call the method of all payments like that. Case 2, call the this one. So you can replace same solution with the switch statement. So let's do on your own. You should get all these ideas, but I am providing you at least follow. Okay, to do replace above if else ladder with the switch statement. So if you want good knowledge, do it. See, whatever I am writing here right now is not at all inheritance. Insert inheritance is completed, but only thing is just we are making a proper example today. So many is asking. So take a good example like that in a end-to-end point of view. I written all this. So all payments dot UPI payment. So now in case user entered a wrong number or maybe something like that, then you will give a message like sorry man, wrong option, please select proper option like that. So you will select invalid option. So please select, please enter valid option number, something like that. You given a message. So now whenever you executed this program, what will happen? Immediately it will display this, and whatever the number you entered, based on that it will go and it will ask all the details. But in this overall point of view, what you have to understand here it is, you got all the four functionalities into here. The point what you have to understand in inheritance point of view is how many classes you taken into this Flipkart application. Only one class. But even though you taken one class, you are able to access net banking options, payment functionality, nothing but, and you are able to access debit card functionality, credit card, UPI. How it is possible? One class is you taken only one class instance, nothing but one class object. But you are able to access this functionality, this one, and everything. But this is different class, this is different class, this is different class, this is different class. How means? Because of the inheritance relation. Now see here, if I am breaking the inheritance relation, that means payment 4 is individual. So then automatically compiler will say an error here. So then it will saying like, okay, UPI payment, I know that because that's part of this class, its own method. Then what is this? What is this? What is this? Like that it is asking. So like that means what you have to understand here, when I added again here multi-level inheritance. So in this example, what we made, one is connected to two is, so in a hierarchy point of view, I'll just give you a small just like that. I'll not write much. So what you did in this case means payment one, I'm not writing all the options. So simply like pay P1, whatever it is. Payment one is inherited from the payment 2 class, payment 3 class, payment 4 class. So here you return this is what. So that means again what you did in this case is payment 1 inherited, payment 2 inherited by payment 3, payment 4 is inherited by that. So in this case, what is the advantage you got means payment 4 can access it, this one, as well as payment 4 can access these methods, as well as payment 4 can access this one also, like that. So because of inheritance you are accessing it, and but you can access all other parent functionalities also. Okay. So let's execute our application now. Flipkart application, main method application, run as Java application. So I am entering, I want to make credit card payment. Entered 3. So please enter your credit card number. I am entering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 6, 7, something, 9999, whatever it is. Now I entered my credit card. Now please enter your CVV. Okay, 1, 2, 3 CVV. Now please enter your expiry date and all. So here it taken So I think this is the small problem. Credit card means 2, no 3. I'll do some method, small method change is there. There is a problem with this line. Next line, next, next value. This is small problem with this method. We found encountered in the last class also. Okay, let me retry one more. So it, because it's without entering the details itself, it is moved to the next. So that's why I changed this. I'll make everywhere same way. Okay, this is next integer only. Only string level we have some config. I mean, this method I think we have to use. Okay, let's execute one more time. It's all just the method issue. But you will get a feel now. You are really executing a real-time application. See, it's not terminated. That means it's waiting for your option. Now I selected option number 2. Then it is asking enter your debit card number, whatever it is. Then I given space, all these details, and then entering. So that means please enter your CVV. It moved to next again. See, when you entered 2, it came here. So that means this method level it came. So here it's all problem with the next. I don't know what is next line. Then it should ask integer, enter your CVV. Then I will ask next. Okay, let me try one more time. Some number, CVV number, yes. Then okay, integer number. Then also, yeah, now it is taking as expected 12, 24, something like that. Now payment completed by credit. So see here, it looks like a good real-time example we are doing like that. Now if I am executing again same, so here what I did in the payment, debit card payment, I used next line, next, at last I use next line. So same thing I'll applicable here also. Okay, so similarly, if you want, you can print all those details. Whatever you collected, you can print all those details like that. Now Flipkart 3, and I'm selecting UPI payment option. So now assume it is asking a person expecting UPI payment. Then it is asking please enter your UPI ID. So then I given so and so number at the rate something like APL. Okay, you will have all these UPI IDs like this. Now payment completed. So internally you can write down the logic of verification and all later point. So that means you can implement this program after some point of time once you know the JDBC, all these things in a real time, realistic point of view by creating database tables, checking the amount, all these things. So that's why my suggestion is please note down these options and please re-implement these classes again in the JDBC level. So by using all these functionalities. Now, for example, again, Flipkart level run as. So where is Flipkart? This is what run as Java application. Then I entered by mistakenly. So where I entered here. So here 44 something. Then what it is saying invalid option. Please enter a valid option number something like that. It is saying invalid option. Please select a valid option number. It's terminated the program, because you written everything else. So in this case, we practice if else if also. You can replace with the switch also. So now what is the understanding you have to make is because of inheritance you made all these things. One class accessibility. Now assume one more class K and Amazon or whatever it is. they in their application they don't want to support UPI payment, they want only other three payments. So then they can access the class 4 also, they can access, but unnecessarily if you want to giving 4 means none needed, so you can give 3. So in this case I created like this, payment equal to new payment 3. So what will happen because of this, I can support credit card payments, I can support debit card payments, I can support net banking payments with this one object. So yes, you can do that. Now even if I want to do same thing here also, if you want I can write down in this switch also. For example, same thing, switch statement. I am doing revision on behalf of you. Then switch statement. If it is switch statement, so what you will do, you will take this payment option, this value, right? From here you are reading from the keyboard. And then it will come here. And if it is option number 1, then payment dot net banking. All that method. Now break. You know that why you have to apply the break. Similarly, total 3 payment options you are supporting. Case number 2, case number 3. So here you need to remove 4. Only you are selecting these things now. So that's why similarly case number 1, case number 2, case number 3. If it is case number 2, then you are calling debit card. If it is case number 3, you are making credit, the person is should make credit card payment if he selected 3. Okay. And if anything is something is not selected properly, then you will print like sys out of invalid option, something like that, invalid option. See, same solution in different ways. Based on the people thinking and thoughts, solutions will change. Select valid option, something like that. So in previous class I written same solution via if else if. In this class I written via switch, but ultimately solution output is, I mean, the task completed as expected only, but solution you implemented sometimes if else, sometimes switch block. So which looks good means I think it looks good when comparing like that. Now here also you will get some, in previous case also Flipkart point of view, in case if they are returning result also, you know that, right? So string I can take like here also, I can take outside of this string payment result. So that means you will get the response, right? Null here, default value, and then I'll take here I'll take here also, because those are all returning string value. That's why I'm able to hold that value. All those methods are returning string values. Similarly, equal to like this, and then at last I'll make like if payment result not equal to null. So why? Because if anything is not equal to null, then some message will be there, then I will print it. Some message will come, then I will print that. In case if it is still null means some reason nothing is executed, it came here. So based on that, you can make a message like sys out of payment not happen. Please check some, please verify one, something like that. So now if I'm executing again one more time, if I selected option number 4, Then it will ask my UPI payment ID. So then I given UPI ID ABC. Then payment completed by UPI option. Like that, it is giving message also. Oh, sorry, it's not payment option here. This payment result. That's why it is printed 4 here. I want to print the method, whatever is returning the result back, that I want to print. So I am not making complexity. If you are not practicing, you will feel the complexity, because switch if else we discussed very clearly earlier, and scanner, all these things. I thought today let me take a good example from old concepts also by including inheritance. Enter UPI ID. So then I enter UPI ID at the rate APL, something like that. So payment completed by UPI option, payment completed, thanks, visit again. Something like that, you got a good message. Now same thing via switch statement I can do. I mean switch statement point of view also. So here you can do string result and immediately there, or you can define this outside of the switch block individually, result equal to null by default, and then result equal to here and result equal to here, and then result equal to here. So then you will get a message also, whatever these are all printed here, sys out of result. You can write if condition like there also. So whatever you written if condition here, same point of view you can return here also. So in IT industry, there is a saying, I mean it's not saying, sometimes proper copy paste also you can complete your work quickly. So that much important, but only thing is from where to copy, what to paste, you should know all those options. So it is saying like unreachable code, then okay, leave it. You are already printing here invalid option, please select. So now enter Amazon point of view. So what these guys are selecting only 3. They are not supporting EPI. Now you said, okay, I want to go with net banking. Sorry, one I will give net banking. Then please enter your net banking username. So I will enter like ABC XYZ user ID. Password, I will enter like ABC123 password. So then it is saying like payment completed by net banking, and then just it is giving payment 3. Why it is? Oh, sorry, I thought of printing result. See, if I given wrong variable name, that's why it is printing this payment 3 hash code value, object hash code value. So again, I'm selecting second credit card this time, enter credit card. So then you can check something like length dot, if length is 16 numbers, at least you can write basic things, guys. If length is less than 16 numbers, you know that, right? Credit card, debit card numbers are always 16 numbers. So length of this numbers should be 16. So if length is, maybe assume I entered 720 numbers, it's an invalid card number. Assume he entered only 15 numbers. So like this, 15 numbers, then also it's an invalid card number. So that means in this methods, you should get all these ideas. I don't know why you will not get it. So whenever you are asking what net banking, leave it. Okay. So here you are asking credit card, right? The moment he entered all the details, what you have to do here, you have to verify. So condition number 1, first of all, credit card number. See, I entered only 123. It's an invalid credit card number, right? So that means first of all, you have to check the length. For example, the person entered 123 is the credit card number. Is it a really valid credit card number? No. So that means you should implement at least this kind of logic. Okay. So where you take in card number, right? So from the card number, so verify, read the content, verify card number is having all 16 digits or not. So it's a mandatory. It is always 16 digits, not more than 16, not less than 16, and it should contain only digits always. So, and if why I taken string here, even though it is a digits, because there is a probability, there is a chance people will enter always with spaces. In your credit cards, you will see debit cards, spaces. So if you want to allow spaces means you have to take string only. But you have to extract all the numbers and you have to see whether 16 digits available or not. Assume he entered only 4 digits. Then immediately, if I'm writing a pseudocode, I'm giving you the knowledge how to implement on your own, how to analyze all these things. Then you have to write if condition, if credit card okay, if credit card number length length is not equal to 16, not equal to 16, then you will say like immediately return like invalid credit card number. Why you are making invalid credit card number, something like that you will make sure. So invalid credit card number because he entered wrong credit card, he did not give him 16 digits. So if 16 digits are there, then you will ask CVV. I mean, then you will verify CVV. CVV number is always how many characters? 3 characters. So that means after that you have to verify CVV length also. Assume he entered only one character as a CVV length, one number. For example, assume he entered 1 as a CVV number. Actually, in reality, do we have only one single digit as a CVV number? No. You know that as per our Indian banking system, 3 numbers will be there always. So that means you can check CVV length also here. CVV length also. So, so once it is maybe one length is one, then also you will select invalid credit card details. Simply invalid credit card details. Now assume when it comes to month and year format, he entered like this. So for example, entered 22, sorry, month means he entered 11th month and he entered credit card information 23. So that means now this information, assume he entered 16 digits here, he entered 3 digits here, but when it comes to here, what the year he entered as 23, but our current year is 24. So that means it's a simply invalid credit card. So that means what you can do here, you can implement a logic like checking valid month. He given valid month as well as valid year or not. So you have to extract it. Somehow you have to split it. Split. So you will get what this value expiry date, right? Yeah. So here what you can do like expiry dot split. So whenever you are splitting based on the something like the symbol whatever it is, you will get the first value, or you can split as a array also. So if you see here, yeah, so you will get what expiry data dot, I mean date, actually it is split. So when you are splitting, what you are getting array you will get. So on based on what you will split slash. So whenever you are splitting slash, then you will get array of values, string array you are getting. So that means month and year array format. So string array you will get. Now in this array, how many values will be there? 2 values will be there. What are it is? This one. Because you split it based on this, right? So first value will become 11, second value will become 23. So that means here in this case, you can make sure sys out of, I mean, now integer month equal to array of 0. In the first index 0. So because you completed array also now, right? So like that, but maybe it is a string array, right? So you will get only string. Okay, let's take, no problem. And then take string year of array of 1. Array of 1. So now you got month in month single variable, year in single variable. Now you have to verify. So those are all comparing with the 2024. They given the value should be definitely 24 or minimum 24 because current month. And if it is 24, then value should be minimum 12th to something like that. So because right now we are in the 11th month. So these are all things, at least common things you can implement by using all this knowledge. So I'm telling you, please implement all these things by using all your old concepts knowledge, arrays, topic and all. Now you can do one more thing here. Convert this string value to integer. string value to integer. So that means it's a string format, right? Now, but it is having really 11 value or something integer value. Then how can you convert it? Integer month, integer something like month number or whatever it is. Then month integer dot wrapper classes we understood, right? So I given the knowledge of wrapper. If you see here value of integer, value of string. So you can pass integer. So here what you can pass month, that's integer value. So then what is happening? It will convert the value of return type is integer. So it will give you month number here. So sys out of, now finally you got month number from that string. Now you can verify it is having 2 digits length or not. It's a valid digit from the current year or not. So you can think like that. Then only you will get the knowledge, guys. Otherwise, you will never get the knowledge. As a trainer, we cannot give you 100 percentage each and every small things. It's not at all possible by any trainer in this world. So if you started doing training like that, it will take 4 years, 5 years. The core Java itself will take 4 to 5 years. So it will equal to your graduation. But as a responsibility, students should take all these things. But at least we can provide you ideas. So that's a way you can do this. Now, whatever I said today, please try to implement in your practice. Verify 16 digits are there or not. Verify even if it is less than 16 digits, then immediately make sure returning invalid credit card. If it is CVV length, also wrong CVV length, then also return like give you a message like invalid credit card. So then logic should not proceed with other things because here itself it's a invalid credit card. So that means from here itself you can return the things. You should not execute other logic. So in such a way, you can use the return keyword. I said, right? So when you understood about the return keyword, what I said, wherever you want to return, then the rest of the logic will not be executed. Something like that. You have to make all these experiments. Until and unless you are not doing all these things, you will never get the good knowledge, and it's up to the market nowadays, how it is. So make sure all these things are implemented as part of your this, at least this programming. At least I told you all this, right? Now you can implement card number is having 16 digits or not. If not there, then invalid credit card. Check CVV length is. How will you check? How to identify the length? How will you convert string to integer, integer to string? How will you split? That's the explore you have to do. Then there you will get the real knowledge. Everyone will teach like basic things only. Okay, but the things is when you are making your own efforts, like how to convert. Now you taken string as a card number. Why you taken? Because they are entering spaces. When you want to allow spaces means definitely you have to take string only. But when you want to verify it is having 16 digits or not, then again what you have to do, some reason somehow you have to make sure from the string value all 16 digits available or not. So then what you can do, how to convert a string value to integer by eliminating the spaces. So then you will get the numbers, and out of that numbers it is having 16 digits or not. So this is how you have to think. Then you have to explore the things. Then you will find out the solutions. That is how you will get the good knowledge. Okay. So why just follow all these things. Try to implement at least basic things. Like they entered proper valid or not, valid CVV or not. So at least we don't know all this knowledge, but at least we can do until this. Is it having 16 digit number or not? For example, assume a person entered, see payment completed by debit card, all this thing. Now assume a person entered a wrong name. If you go to the Amazon again, so assume he selected credit card. So I given something like this, then CVV. So now already once he entered all the details, based on this you have to make sure your card is a invalid card number. Like that you have to display message in the last so that payment is failed. He entered 16 digits very well. Then you can display like payment is success, something like that. Now I given something like that. It's a invalid. No. It's a valid. No, it's a not valid. Why? Because there is no month like 333, there is no year like 444, but still you are saying like payment completed. So that means what is, see, I splitted, right? So based on that I got my month number. Then what you have to do, if you got the month number, where I written that logic here, right? Yeah, you got month, right? Based on the split. Then what you can do, you know that generally you will have 12 months, like 1 comma 2 comma 3, 1 to 12. Take those values. Take those values. Something like integer array you can take, because we know all months, right? So integer array of all months equal to how many months are there? One in our point of view, 1 comma 1st January, 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 8 comma 9 comma 10 comma 11 comma 12. Fixed values, always 12. So that means now whatever the month value you got here, that should definitely present here. So that means what you can do, you can iterate for loop. What you are going to do for loop point of view, for loop, for each loop I can take. So that means integer mon colon all months, and then if month, whatever month I got from the here, if month equal to this, for each loop will iterate what, first 1 2 3 like that. So then you will say compare like this. If okay, yeah, month is integer, so here it's a what, you need to convert this one also, right? Yeah, so this conversion addition you did here. So then you got this month number, right? So here, because integer you can compare month number equal to month. So if matching, then immediately you have to break it. If not matching at any point of triple three will never match with these values. Then you will say like, okay, so then what you will do? You will say something like invalid month number, something like that. Or you can take some boolean value also, whatever it is, return boolean or whatever it is. Assume sys out of month is valid. Otherwise, what, month is an invalid point of view. Why? It is matching with out of these 12 values. Now, similarly, you can take years also. Next to 10 years, you can maintain in an array. All years, next to 10 years, 24 to 34. Because almost credit cards, debit cards, they will give only for next to 3 years, 4 years. So that's why you can take next to 10 years. Integer, next to 10 years, like 2024. Okay, you are expecting always last 2 digits. I mean, in this format, right? YY format. That means they will enter always 24, 25 like that. So you can also take 24, 25, 26 like that you can take, and you can iterate those values, and whatever you splitted here, where here you got the year value. Now compare same thing with the those values also. If something is found, then year is valid. So then take a valid, so boolean boolean is month valid, so equal to true. So that means here you got what, is month valid equal to true. So similarly you will do is year valid true. So if both are good means, then what you will do, if again if condition you will take. I don't know how many of you understanding, but listen the recording one more time, don't problem. So now similarly same logic you will apply for what, I'll finish this example, don't worry. So what you will do, you are checking for the all years, so you can take like all years. All years, right? So then you can maintain, assume I'm just maintaining only next 4 5 years, 24, 25, 26, 27 supported years, next 5 years something like that, 28. Then here also what you will do, I'll do in a perfect manner. See what I'm doing. Once I got expiry data, I'm splitting based on the slash because users will enter like that. Then you will get string array. From that you taken from the zero index you taken month and you converted that month string value to integer value by taking wrapper class help and value of method. Yes, by taking this you can do that. And then finally you got month value. And then what I'm doing, I'm comparing this month is valid or not, because then what I'm doing, I already defined with all months and checking this month number whatever user entered is matching with one of this number or not by iterating the for loop. If matching, then I'm saying like true, month is valid. Otherwise what will happen, by default this value will become false. This value is default value is false only. So if whenever it is matching, then month is valid equal to true. Same logic I am applying for year also. So that means now same point of view with respect to year also I'll do array of index equal to 1. What you will get? Year, right? Yeah, I'll remove this here. I'll remove here. I'm writing on perfect example. So what I'm doing, from the array index 1, what you will get? Year you will get. User year. And then entered year equal to, here I'm converting string value to integer value. So you are converting string value to integer value. So finally you got this one. Now in this case what I am doing, I am iterating all the next 5 years. Assume you are having like 29, 30, next to 10 years only. Credit cards, debit cards will not give like more than that. For only next 4, 5 years, then like that. So 31, 32 something. Until 32 it is supporting. Next to 10 years are 33. 34. Next to 10 years only. Now what you will do? User entered year equal to this one of the value is matching or not. Year. Entered year equal to year. If it is matching, here also you can take one more variable. Boolean is year valid or not. Is year valid equal to false. By default false. And what I am taking is year valid equal to, yes, whenever it is matching, then I'm immediately making true. Yes, year is a valid and I'm printing a message like year is valid. Now, what is happening in this case? You verified individually. We verified individually month is valid or not, year is valid or not. Now, together again, if both are valid, then only this data is correct, right? So that means what you can do, how can you make sure both are valid or not? Is month valid and is year valid. So if both are good, then you are making like sys out of card expiry information is correct. Then proceed with next steps. Proceed with payments. So that means you will write the logic of the remaining all checking with the database, all this knowledge you will do here. So this entire logic you will write inside the if block. Why? Because all data is correct like that. Now or else you will say like else it's a invalid card number because something is mismatching. They are not entered, user not entered properly. So then you will say like return card expiry information is wrong. So failing the payment. And then you will return a message like here itself. Return invalid card details. Please enter valid one. Now what you are saying, whenever it comes here, it will return from here itself. So it will not execute the rest of the logic. Now in which class I return? Credit card payment, right? Now see, I will enter wrong data. Go to the Amazon, run as Java application. See, this is all out of the inheritance. Why I am teaching is I thought today, let me give you how to practice on your own from the old concepts. It doesn't matter of what you are learning in the current topic. Everyone will answer in the current topic what is happening what happened yesterday class, everyone will answer, I know that. But only problem here it is, when I'm asking 10 days back concept, nobody will say. That is the problem we found with students. So now I'm selecting again credit card. Okay, so I given all 16 digits valid point of view, at least basic validation. Then it is asking CVV. Okay, I entered CVV. Now see here, I am entering month as 23 and year as 25. So there is no month called as 23, but still I given. It user can give any data. So now enter. See here, year is valid, but card expiry information is wrong, failing the payment. Invalid card details, please enter valid one. Why? I made the proper validation now. Now execute one more time. Now again I selected credit card only because I implemented same in the credit card, right? Now I will enter. So as of now, I did not apply that 16 digit validation to this number. So that's why it will not fail. CVV number also, you have to apply the things. If it is less than 3 numbers, or if they given, see assume they given 10 numbers for CVV, there will not be anything. Then also you have to fail. Then I given proper what 12th month and 24 year. Now see here, month is valid, year is valid, card expiry information is correct, proceed with the payment. Payment completed, credit card, thanks. See how realistic the example is. How realistic. If you apply same with respect to validations, this also 16 digits available or not, you are making 100% real time coding. This is what real time training, this is what real time examples, real time project, what we are doing in every day in our projects also. But until and unless you are not getting all these ideas, what has to be done, what has to be practiced on your own, I'm telling you again one more time, no trainer will help you in this world. Nothing will happen with any training whenever you are paying lakhs of money also. Until and unless you are not realizing with all these basic things, basic knowledge. I have seen so many students also. They are, without telling anything, whatever happening into their real life point of view, whatever the options they are monitoring in their real life, they are making those things into programs, guys. I saw so many students. I'm appreciating them. So what they are doing, nobody is telling them. They self they got an idea. They self they got an interest. Like okay, they are making the every day they will do what UPI payments. When you go for the having a tea, we will have the tea and we will pay the payment. So then what we will do, we will scan the other tea shop member, tea shop vendor scanner. Then that scanner will take the input of his UPI number. So further they are writing the programs like public class T payment. I mean something like phone pay payment. So then main method, instead of scanning, simply they are taking like string vendor UPI ID equal to ABC at the rate YPL. Then what is my UPI ID? Then my UPI ID linked to which account number? My available balance 200 rupees. T shop, how much amount you have to pay to that UPI person? Like that, they are imagining their own things, whatever they are doing in real life, and they are converting into programming. I felt very happy by seeing those kind of things. Those are the things, those are the initiatives every student will take. Until and unless you are not taking, nobody will teach you, nobody will help you. And that's the reason I taken today out of the syllabus of inheritance, because saying like this diagrams inheritance is completed, just providing this diagram, and I make some m1 method, m2 method here, and I will say like already we did that. With this I can close the inheritance topic. Then student will also feel very happy. So many will feel very happy. Oh, this much simple. Just calling m1 m2 from the b. So things are done. Inheritance is completed. Yes, done. We can finish this kind of examples. A, B, C, D, done. C level, multi-level inheritance. So C is multi-level inheritance. If I given comma A, multiple inheritance not supported. Inheritance is completed. But why I taken this example, why I taken today's concept is I understood still so many students are not at all going through their own ideas. So I would like to educate them. I would like to invoke them. So please follow all these options point of view. I taken today's example. See, when we started this example 1 hour back, we just thought like very small coding. I mean, we just taken like very small thing, just these three details, and we written a message like payment is completed. But once we started thinking about something in a real time payment point of view, what you got so many ideas. As of now, this logic, whatever you written, this 10-15 lines of logic, it's only for the validation of month and expiry. Then same if you implement it for the card number validation, 16 digits available or not. If 16 digits are not there, straightforwardly say a message like invalid card number. If finally card number is good, CVV number is good, expiry data is good, then you have to go for proceed information. So that means here you can add one more and is card valid. Is card valid means you have to write a logic like card details 16 digits having or not. So based on that you will write some logic and finally you will set to true to this. If true means yes, card is valid, card number is valid, is card number valid. And you can take one more like and is CVV valid. So that means you have to verify CVV number also. Now you will write one more logic for CVV validation. It is having really three numbers or not. So here also you will set to true. Set to true. If it is not valid, set false. Then what will happen? Month is good, year is good. Even he entered 16 number, but he entered CVV wrong CVV. Like he entered only one digit. So that means it will become false. Whenever it became false as per uncondition, what will happen? Everything is false. That's the true, right? In our payment systems, when you are making Swiggy payments or wherever it is, you entered proper debit card number, you entered proper date and year expiry also, but give wrong CVV, then your payment will not happen. So that means give only one CVV number, like one, your payment will not happen. So that means year is good, month is good, card number is good, but CVV is not good. So that's why you have to fail everything. CVV is good, card number is good, year is good, but month is wrong. Then also everything should go false. So then which operators you have to use? And operators you have to use. So I hope you will write all this logic on your own. Okay. So if you are not doing until and unless on your own and observing all these things, that's what I'm telling you. There are people who are doing things from their real life. Okay. Whenever I teach an arrays topic, I have some students, they are collecting, their intention is string, they're practicing on their own. That ideas you should get. Friends, numbers, friends, phone numbers, like that. So and they are creating some array. So they are saying like top 5 friends. I want top. Okay, so something like new string top 10 student numbers they are storing here it is. So then they are storing their friend numbers there plus 911234 like that. And they are iterating. Okay, these numbers they are printing. So you have to make your own practice with interest. Friends phone numbers, then they are collecting all 10 friends phone numbers and assume after that they are entering a message like once they taken all the 10 phone numbers, okay, now friend number 9 changed mobile number to 1232456. So that means in the array you have to update ninth person. Means in the array what you have to do, you have to make sure that friends number of, you have to override the value. Ninth number means, so you will give ninth person means yes. I mean index point of view you can give 9 only. Eighth index and then equal to 456. So they are only printing this message and then they are replacing 1232456. Now again they are printing all friends numbers like that. Now what happening in this case? 456 will be printed in the ninth position. But before that, old friend, I mean the friend old number is 123. So they are printing like that. And my ninth my friend changed mobile number 123 like that. They are printing this and they are replacing it and again they are printing. So that means when you initialize it the array, by last at last you are printing, it is having the latest your friends numbers. See how people are thinking and how they are making examples. When they are going for the T, having a T outside, that is also they are converted into program. Okay, T vendor number, T vendor UPI ID, and then my UPI ID and my balance 200 rupees or 20 rupees. But you made 40 rupees bill there, and then 20 rupees, 40 rupees greater than 20 available. I mean, bill payment grade value greater than available balance false. So that means what will happen? Your payment will fail. Your payment will fail because you are having only 20 rupees but you are trying to make 40. Then they are writing like this out of insufficient funds. Please try, or maybe with another payment option, something like that. Then okay. So like that, they are making all the interventions and they are making all the programs. So I don't know how many of you follow going further like this. Please make your own interest, otherwise no one will help you. Like me or someone else is teaching, even the people who implemented the Java, even they are coming and they are teaching you, no one will help you. You cannot do anything until and unless you are not getting all these things on your own. Okay, so no problem. I want to educate it. I want to educate everyone. So that's why I taken today's session like this. I taken all these things today. Morning I thought like, okay, let's break the path of inheritance. Let's complete the inheritance and next let them educate the way how to they think and all. So see one small thing, you got lot of knowledge here. Similarly, convert card details, convert CVV also. I mean, make sure validate all these details also. So then finally make sure everything is good. Payment, proceed with the payment. If something is bad, invalid code, payment should not happen. Even if you are more interested, you can take one more variable, credit card balance equal to 400 5,000 rupees. Now you are making the payment, current payment amount is 4 2,000 rupees, like that also. So you can, okay, you can implement like that. So yeah, that's all for today. So with this, we are done with the inheritance. With this means not this. Whatever we completed payment 1, 2, 3, 4 point of view. So whatever the options you completed here, Flipkart point of view, I mean, it is having all the four functionalities, but internal it is inherited with this class inherited with three other classes. That's why you are accessing all other functionalities also. So that's all. Anything else you have? So it's a valid session today. You understood what you have to make, where you have to improve. Please convert everything in or what is happening in your real life. Convert into program. Nothing will happen. What is your aims? Take it as an array. Take a goal. Whatever your goal, take it as an array. And what are the goals you completed till today? At least what you achieved. Okay, completed goal equal to expected goal. Completed. Yes, this is done. Like that, if else conditions you can write down. Goal number one completed, if else conditions. So you can do so many things, man, when you have started thinking. So at least you started thinking. After 1 month, 2 months, you will get lot of ideas. I'm seeing people are implementing their favorite cricket game scores also. They are taking their team name and they are making, so that kind of logic also they are doing. So string of bowlers, string of batters, something like that people are doing. Even sometimes I am feeling more impressed with the students, like, oh, these many ideas these guys are getting when comparing with me. So I am feeling happy in such case. Even sometimes I am not getting ideas, they are getting more ideas than me. That's the thing we are expecting. That is how you have to get the knowledge. Then only you will be unique from others. Otherwise, everyone will say, what is inheritance? Inheritance is nothing but one class extending another class. Reusability done. But it's okay. Apart from that, what you are? What is a real time example? Okay. So no problem. Let's connect on tomorrow and we will continue with Probably abstraction we will continue, but one small topic is there, access specifiers or modifiers. There is nothing programming involving in this case, one or two examples. Then we will continue with the next principle called as abstraction. Even we can continue this after abstraction also, there is no dependency, but still anyway, I will complete immediately tomorrow itself. Access specifiers, a very small topic. Then we will continue with the abstraction, second principle called as abstraction.